Hey guys, it's Uno. Today I'm doing Huntress issue 1, and let's talk about the cover for this issue. I didn't love the cover for the art. I thought it was actually better inside the issue. Let me show you something from the issue. I'm going to try to find you a Huntress one. Let me get you, like over here. Here's a little Huntress, and kind of like the cover. But I just felt like inside the issue it was better than the cover. And I thought like more should have happened in the cover about the story. It's kind of plain, the cover. But I did get this issue on whim, and I'm like, I heard it was good. I think it could be a good, and why would a mini-series be coming out when the DC reboot is coming if it wasn't good? So, and then it kept saying, oh, everything's going to change, and this might affect the Birds of Prey. So I was excited to see what's going to happen in the miniseries. Picked it up on whim, so let's hear if I like the issue or not. And if it was deserve it to pick up on whim. Alright, so let's talk about the issue. Now, Huntress is back in her hometown. Sorry, with my camera. Her hometown, which is Italy. And she is trying to find out about these crime gangs trying to move more illegal stuff into Gotham, like guns and everything. So she's trying to track them down. That way Gotham has a little less crime from what they already have, which is a lot of crime. So that's pretty much the whole issue, and she's getting used to going back to Italy again. It's been a while. So that was pretty much the whole issue, which I thought was a pretty good issue, very good start. And it reminded me of Huntress Year 1, which I read a couple of years ago. And it came out a couple of years ago. I read it in a trade. I didn't read it issue by issue, but I thought it was a really good issue and explained her story a lot. And I think this is definitely, I felt like a continuation from that. Going back to Italy and having her being Huntress and having to deal with all the crime, because she used to be affiliated with all those crime people, crime bosses and all that. So she has to defeat them, try to protect Gotham. So I thought that was really good, and if you liked Huntress Year 1, I felt like it's kind of like the feel, the tone of Huntress Year 1, and that's what it reminded me of. And if you like Huntress, I think you'll really like this, especially if you liked her being from Italy and her, like, that part story before she was Huntress, I would say, and her origin story. If you really like that, I think you'll really like this, because I felt like it was a continuation from that. And also, a lot of things are going to change you here, and a mini-series in the middle of this whole DC reboot, I think it's going to have to be a big story. And like I was saying, I really like the art for this. I'm going to show you a couple of pages over here. Some good pages. I don't know if I showed you guys this page yet, but this was pretty good. I think a lot of the pages were really good art and simple art. And like I said, kind of remind me of Huntress Year 1. Don't ask me why, but it just does. And I just thought it was a pretty solid issue, and I'm happy I picked this issue up on whim, and I can't wait to read issue 2. The only problem I had with this issue was I felt like the story went a little slow. I mean, yes, I know they're just trying to tell the story, trying to say what's going on here, but I felt like maybe it should have a little bit of a cliffhanger ending, that way more people would want to pick up issue 2. But I feel like this issue would be better in trade, like this mini-series. Just because I just feel like the story would flow better. So, I mean, I still gotta pick up issue 2 to see what's going on, but I'm still deciding if I should pick it up in trade, just because the story might flow better in trade. Not saying it's a bad story, I just think it might flow better if you have the 6 issues in your hand instead of reading it month by month. And this is a series I felt like it would be better for. But I think it's your decision if you like reading. If you really like Huntress, you might want to read it right away, or you might not want to wait for the trade. But if you like having really a great flowing story instead of waiting each month, then you might want to pick this series in trade. But like I said, I'm going to give it another issue a try, and then I might pick it up in trade if I feel like the story's not flowing as well as it could. So that's just my opinion. But I give this issue 4 stars. I thought it was really good, pretty solid issue. And like I said, I'm going to pick up issue 2, see what's going on. Hopefully there's more action, more cliffhangers to make you want to read more and saying, oh my, I can't wait for trade. I have to read more. So hopefully that happens, and I think it was a good issue. And I think you guys should pick up this issue, even though it's a mini-series and you got all those other DC titles you want to pick up because of the reboot. I think this is worth it, and some people might overlook it because it's a mini series, and you know, we have so many other DC titles to pick up. But I don't think you guys should overlook it. I think you guys should pick it up. So this is Comic Uno. Gave this 4 stars. I say pick it up, and see ya.